Welcome to Big Red Leads. I'm Big Red, getting you and your business back to the black. What we're talking about today, family, how's everybody doing? Did you enjoy the holiday? Did you enjoy the family? Did you have the talk? Did you have to talk about wealth? Did you have to talk about business? Did you have to talk about estate planning? Did you have to talk about insurance? Did you have to talk, like, after the meal, did you have the discussion? Okay, now once that's out of the way, well, I mean, hopefully you had a good time. You enjoyed the family, the entire activities that were involved during your holiday. It's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time of the year. Now, what we're talking about today, though, we're talking about the reps. Like, what do you mean reps? What reps are you getting in? Understand, like, when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to your emotional awareness, your capacity to expand in that area of controlling your emotions, being able to activate yourself when it comes to your emotions. What are you doing in the spaces? Are you challenging and pushing yourself? So when we're talking about reps, let's say you're a young salesperson. How many cold calls are you getting in? How many reps in the gym are you getting in? And are you going up in weight? Are you pushing yourself? How many minutes of cardio? Are you jumping on the treadmill? Are you jumping on the Stairmaster? How many reps are you getting in at a steady, consistent pace to where you are starting to elevate what you are normally or accustomed to doing for a certain period of time? When we're talking about getting the reps in, understand what we're really getting at. You are pushing yourself so that way when more difficult challenges and tasks and goals and assignments that you put before yourself for personal development and growth are in your way. If you have done the reps to get better, understand that it will bring about a certain change, not just in the physical sense, but in the mental understanding in a deeper capacity that you have. You'll tap into that because you are capable of doing more. You know, there's only 24 hours in a day. However, in that day, you know what you can get done. But what you don't know is that by maximizing and making things more optimal for yourself, when it comes to the repetitions that you are practicing and going over and over and over, and you can actually see the progression. You're getting better. You're getting better. Oh my goodness, I can do more. I can do more than what I've been doing. I can push myself. I can transform this body. I can transform my mind. Your mind is an open book that has not, the chapters of your life have not been completed until it's done. So guess what that means? It means it's open. It's blank pages. I can do more by simply practicing and putting myself in positions to get my reps in, to get better at whatever it is that you're doing. You know, they say experience is one of the greatest teachers. It is one of the greatest teachers. But lack of experience and effort and attitude go hand in hand when it comes to getting these reps in. Because if you can mentally see yourself doing it, and you can actually jump into the actual activity and get busy with it and keep pushing yourself to get better and better and better. You know, like it's like let's give you an example of what I'm talking about. There's a young man who goes to my gym. It's a perfect example. It's about 3 years ago. This is prior to the pandemic. He probably weighed, he was close, he was like in the 160 range when he first started coming in. Yeah, he's fresh to the gym, never really worked out. You know, he said he wanted to put on some size. I'm not an athletic trainer. Now, mind you, there's plenty of trainers at my gym who would have easily helped this young man. But he came in very late, like I do. I go very late nights and whatnot. So he's asking for pointers. There's me and a buddy of mine who go on a regular basis. When we go together and we work out, we get it in. But he would come up to us and he would start asking questions. Next thing I know, his name is Josh, by the way. Well, when Josh got comfortable enough around us, he's a smaller guy. I mean, my buddy Terrence he's like 6'5", 300 plus pounds. I'm 6'3", 300 plus pounds. So this little guy comes over, and it's not the fact that he didn't come in I need. He came and brung something to us. He brung some value to the space. He was able to, essentially, if you really want to think about it, he found a mentor in Terrence and myself just in asking questions, because he genuinely wanted to get better. He wanted to improve. He wanted to get a little bit bigger. He wanted to be aesthetically pleasing to his girlfriend, then girlfriend, now wife. Understand what I'm simply saying. Within 2.5 years, this young man, Josh put on about 40 pounds. He's just under 6 foot, so he's about 190 pounds now. About 195 pounds now. I mean, I haven't talked to him I haven't seen him in a couple weeks, but it's one of those things, like, you see the progression. He was able to take his emotion that was fueling him. He mastered his emotions. In this day and age, it's more prevalent than ever, and it needs to be understood. Fear is running rampant. People are too scared to ask questions. People are too scared to speak up for themselves. People are too scared to even go outside because of other things, outside influences and whatnot, and propaganda and a lot of other things. But understand, he was able to put himself in a position to be successful simply just due to the fact that he was asking enough questions. And when he got the information, he did not sit on the information. He actually used the information. They say knowledge is power. Knowledge is power is a false, I don't want to call it a false flag, but understand, applied knowledge is power. If you get the knowledge and you just sit on it and you just, you happen to be one of those people who just spew facts just to be spewing them, and you're not applying it, is it really powerful? Execution is key in all of this stuff. Everything that we're talking about. So getting your reps in and getting better, because that's what you want to do, and your emotions are not handicapping you and keeping you from your dreams, that matters. It matters. And those who think it doesn't, you're sadly mistaken. That's the nicest way I can put it. You have to change your mindset. It has to transform into what it is that you're really seeking. The prover will prove, the seeker will find, the seeker will see. If you are seeking out the information, once you get a hold of it, what do you do with it? Do you apply it? Do you apply it? Now, application is not just, I got it and I'm going to use it sparingly. No, you immerse yourself in whatever it is that you've learned that is there for your personal development and growth. Most people just sit on the information and let it slowly deteriorate. Then it becomes an afterthought. Then it becomes years later. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I talked to someone about that. Yeah, I got some information on that. Do you see what I'm saying? If you understand what I'm saying, hit the like button. If you understand what I'm saying, leave a comment below. When in your life has someone given you some information that truly was some gems, if you will, some information that was going to help and guide you and make you better? It's not for them. People who hoard information, who hoard methods and ways to improve not only themselves and their business, but who just hoard that information, I try to stay away from those people, because most people who are in a position of freedom and they've gotten to a certain level of mastery and expertise in their whatever field that they're in, these people are more than willing to give it away. Believe it or not, they are more than willing to give it away. Why? The reason they want to give it away is because they want more people to apply that. In a lot of scenarios, these people could be easily your mentors or your role models, and just you can follow them. It gives you a pathway to get there quicker, because more than likely, if you're not following somebody, or you don't have a mentor or somebody that you're learning from who's a master in their field, their craft, their discipline, whatever it is, you're going to go through what we call just simply trial and error. Now, it's going to take you longer to get to those goals and destinations that you have for yourself. However, you will get there eventually if you stick to it, and you're consistent in your activities, and you're continuing to grow and expand yourself in your own way. You'll get there. It's just going to take longer. If you can model somebody, follow somebody, get that person in your ear, or just simply they're a phone call away or a text away from reaching out and getting some more information, or possibly even following some strategy that they've used. See if it works, apply it, try it out. If it doesn't work, try something else. Like, get yourself in the mode of understanding that I can expand because my mind can expand. My physical frame can expand. I can get bigger, faster, stronger. Here, and the physical. You know what I'm saying? So, like, do not allow yourself to fall into these spaces where just because you went through a tough year or a tough month, understand that's not your life. A lot of people get caught up in that, and other things come from it, which you might need to speak to a professional, a therapist. Maybe you might need to reach out to somebody that has been through it, who's been through the ringer. Speaking to a quote-unquote master teacher, or somebody who is an expert in their field who hasn't been through anything, I always find it questionable, because when real adversity hits, are these the type of people who fold, take their ball and go home? Or are these the type of people who continue to strive for the excellence that they're seeking in their own self, in their mastery of themselves? And just simply understanding that you're going to make mistakes along the way, but if you're not asking questions and you're not getting these reps in, you're only shortchanging yourself. Push yourself beyond what your parents told you, what your grandparents told you, what your aunts and uncles told you, what just people who you grew up with, who you looked up to, as far as just them adulting, being adults. They're fantastic people, and we're not knocking them, but obviously if I'm speaking about, I don't know, accounting to my grandfather, he has basic knowledge of accounting. But if I speak to Ted or Teddy, my actual CPA, he's going to give me a breakdown of what it is I'm trying to do. He's going to ask questions so that he can actually fill the spots with his basic knowledge, and then expand upon that, and then I can use that to grow my business. There's nothing wrong with asking your uncle for advice. There's nothing wrong with asking an aunt or a cousin, an elder, for advice. At the same time, understand where the source is coming from. What knowledge do they have in what information that you're seeking? Can I really get some reps in from this knowledge that I got from this person? Can I execute on this ideal that I have for myself and my business, or I have for myself and just my personal development and growth? Is this going to expand me, or is this going to have me to concave and shrink and go into myself and become more introverted because, I don't want to fail. I'm stuck in fear. Understand what fear is, and understand the mentality and the mindset that comes with just personal growth and development to begin with. So, get your reps in. The message today is really get your reps in. Expand and push yourself beyond the limits that you already have put on yourself by the biases and the quote-unquote gurus and people who are in the space of knowledge tell you. Get past it. You're bigger than that. Love you all. Have a great day. Like, share, definitely subscribe to the channel. This is Big Red. Peace.